Good evening and welcome to the State CIF Division I Volleyball Championship between the Centennial Golden Hawks of Bakersfield and St. Mary's High School of Stockton. Centennial this year has lost only one match all season long. They have swept all their opponents in the Central Section and throughout the state playoffs. They are coached by Brooke Roberts. And they are playing in their third consecutive state final, having lost the Division III championship 2 years ago. They are the defending state Division II champs, and this year they're playing in Division I. St. Mary's of Stockton are the CIF Sacramento San Joaquin section champs, 37-3 this year, and they're coached by Dodd Pinkham. Tonight we are playing from Cal State Fullerton. From the Big West Conference, Cal State Fullerton plays in that conference, and this is the state volleyball Division I championship between the Golden Hawks and St. Mary's of Stockton on Time Warner Cable, Channel 16.
Tired of all the holiday shopping hassle, jumping from store to store? Well, great gift ideas could be in your own home. Home videos of your kids' birthdays, weddings, and family gatherings make great gifts for the relatives you rarely get to visit. Time Warner Productions makes copies of your videos from any format to any format. And for your friends overseas, Time Warner Productions can convert your tapes to their foreign format. Tape repair is also available. So forget about driving all around town for Christmas gifts. Call Time Warner Productions today, 322-1941.
Good evening and welcome to the State CIF Division I Volleyball Championship between the Centennial Golden Hawks of Bakersfield and St. Mary's of Stockton. The Golden Hawks making their third consecutive appearance in the state finals. They won last year in Division II. And St. Mary's making their third straight appearance in a state final. They have yet to win one. The Golden Hawks are coached by Brooke Roberts and St. Mary's by Dodd Pinkham. Should be an outstanding match. Centennial has yet to lose a game in the playoffs this year. They have swept all their opponents in the Central Section and throughout the state playoffs, and they are primed to win another championship, which would be unprecedented. This has been an outstanding team for Brooke Roberts going back to their freshman year. It starts primarily an all-senior lineup. These girls as freshmen competed in Division IV. They were not actually in the South Sequoia League, but they won the Division IV Central Section title that year as primarily sophomores. They got to the Division III state final, winning the Central Section. Of course, last year they were Central Section and state champions in Division II. This year, they won the Southwest Yosemite League, the Central Section Division I, and now trying to make it 2 straight state championships, and now for the first time in Division I. So they have been champions year in and year out. It's just been unbelievable what the Golden Hawks have accomplished this season. St. Mary's no slouch, making their third appearance in a state final. St. Mary's in green and black, Centennial in that red and gold. And the first kill goes for the Golden Hawks. Janae Henry, Kelly Meyer, Kim Stainer, Allie Bennett, Sarah Slayton on that Centennial Golden Hawks side. And the Golden Hawks will be serving now. Kim Stainer doing the honors. St. Mary's, there's a little dink and a score. So the serve side out goes to St. Mary's of Stockton with colors very similar to Tehachapi High School. They have been here before, so they're not a newcomer to state championships. It always makes a lot of difference as far as the mental preparation for the match and how you play. Ball is hit deep by Brooke Witt. And the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton leading 1-0. Left-handed server. There's a set. Gaynor gets it across. There's a setup. Nice block by Kelly Meyer. Janae Henry's attempted spike is blocked. Kelly Meyer knocks it through for the Golden Hawks. Side out to Centennial. The Golden Hawks, the fantastic season. Well, they've had a great 4 years since they began the school. Brooke Roberts has really done a great job as head coach there because she coaches a lot of clinics. It's blocked by Centennial and side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. As they rotate. There's a dig. It's set up for the deep spike attempt by Henry. Blocked by St. Mary's. Nice defense by the Golden Hawks. Meyer's shot is blocked. No save for St. Mary's, but great effort. Side out to the Golden Hawks. Kelly Meyer will be serving. She is on her way to Cal Berkeley. 6 feet 6'1" middle blocker for Centennial. There's a setup. Nice block over the middle by Janae Henry. Janae is 6 feet, a senior. She's headed to the University of Southern California. There's a dig for St. Mary's. Come the other way. Nice dig for the Golden Hawks. Brooke Witt. The shot for St. Mary's. Looks like it's a little deep. And the point goes to Centennial. The Golden Hawks serving here. State Division I Volleyball Championship at Cal State Fullerton. Deep serve. Nice block by Meyer. Another block for the Golden Hawks. There's a set by Witt. This time, the defense performance by St. Mary's of Stockton. So number 24 serving for St. Mary's. Janae Mostrovich, a 5'11" senior. Deep serve. Set up by Slayton. There's a slam through. I believe by Janae Henry. Way up over the net, which is about 7 feet high, a little bit more than that possibly. So side out to the Golden Hawks. There's a jump serve. A little deep from the net. Dig for the Golden Hawks. Kim Stainer. I believe it's too deep on her attempted spike. And number 12 serving will be Shannon Stemler for St. Mary's, a 5'11" outside hitter. Shannon Stemler, St. Mary's in green and black, Centennial in red and gold. Good block by St. Mary's. There's a setup. I guess they're calling a let ball against St. Mary's. And serving for the Golden Hawks, Elisa Bennett, a 5'11" senior. You saw her in that Central Section title game against DHS. Number 12 for Centennial, Janae Henry with the kill. High over the net on a very short dig by St. Mary's. Point for the Centennial Golden Hawks. There's a serve on the opposite side, somewhat unusual for the Golden Hawks. Left-handed deep, out of bounds. Point goes to Centennial. Lisa Bennett still serving for the Golden Hawks. They kind of caught St. Mary's off guard in their last serve. It's a quick hit blocked by Centennial. Out of bounds, point goes to the Golden Hawks. They're throwing a little wrinkle in their offensive scheme against St. Mary's. Had a couple quick hits there. The long serve, a little bit too long, and side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. Centennial in the lead in this particular match. There's a dig. Blocked out of bounds, side out to Centennial. I believe it's 4-1 Golden Hawks. There's the serve. Deep serve for Centennial. Tapped over by St. Mary's of Stockton. They set up Kelly Meyer. And the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. And you're watching the state's Division I Volleyball Championship exclusively on Time Warner Cable, Channel 16. Brooke Roberts encouraging her team. They're on the sidelines. They're making their third appearance in a state final. Last year they won in Division II. He's talking to Sarah Slayton, her outstanding setter. Sarah is the quarterback of this volleyball club. Setter is the most important cog on a volleyball team. She has to set up the big hitters. That would be Janae Henry, Kelly Meyer, Kim Stainer, Brooke Witt. He has to keep the team under control, not only offensively but defensively. It's like a basketball team. If you don't have an outstanding point guard, you have to have somebody to get the ball to the big people at the front, whether it's the center or the power forward. They don't generally bring the ball up court. So the Golden Hawks are serving here from Cal State Fullerton in the State Division I Volleyball Championships against St. Mary's of Stockton. Nice, easy serve. It's deep. St. Mary's gets it across. There's a setup. Kim Stainer. Apparently she knocks it out. Side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. Number 4 serving, that would be Lisa Dunning, 5'8" senior setter, outside hitter. Lisa Dunning. Fairly deep serve. To Witt. Stainer digs it over. This is dig for St. Mary's. Nice dig by Janae Henry. The slap is out and the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. The second point. This is a best of 5 match. The winner has to win 3 out of 5. Kim Stainer with the tap over. We side out Centennial leading 4-2. Kim Stainer, a 5'10" senior outside hitter for Centennial. Doing the honors serving for Brooke Roberts' squad. Serves to the other side of the net. Set up for number 10, Lauren Gustor, and she knocks it out. Another point for Centennial. 5-2 Golden Hawks here in game number 1. Stainer. Deep serve. Goes off the hands of Laura Gustor, and it's 6-2 Golden Hawks. Stainer again. It's a nice soft. That one was a little bit lower. Just raise the net. And St. Mary's has to go into the crowd to knock it back in, but once again the point goes to Centennial, and Stainer has served 3 consecutive points now. So the Golden Hawks on a little bit of a roll here, leading 7-2. This time her serve is a little deep into the side. Side out goes to St. Mary's, so she's able to pick up 3 points in a row on very deep serves. To the defensive specialist of St. Mary's Stockton. And the Stockton team will be serving. Dig by Janae Henry. Quick toss over the middle. Lead by Sarah Slayton and the point. Side out to Centennial. Sarah Slayton, number 9, a 5'9" senior setter, serving for the Golden Hawks. Lead at 7-2. She's serving. Everybody on Centennial's team is a very proficient server. Block on the far side. This to be by Janae Henry. As Centennial plays the defense. 8-2. Stockton trying to set it up. Nice dig. The deep hit. And the point goes to the Golden Hawks. 9-2 Centennial, timeout on the court. So the Golden Hawks rolling in game number 1. They've picked up steam here, leading St. Mary's 9-2 in the State Division I Volleyball Championship from Cal State Fullerton. Cal State Fullerton, a member of the Big West Conference in all sports. As I mentioned earlier, St. Mary's of Stockton is a perennial power in state volleyball, having been here 3 times in the state finals. Centennial is making its 3rd appearance in the state championship, having played Division III and losing a couple of years ago, winning in D2 last year, and now they're in Division I. So they have moved up the ranks. From Division IV through Division I. And they definitely won a championship this year to kind of close it out for all these seniors that have been a part of this program for 4 years. A very, very successful program for the Golden Hawks. It's unbelievable how many matches they've won and the dominance they have shown this year, especially. St. Mary's setting up for this good hit for Stockton. And it'll be side out for St. Mary's. Number 22, Nanette Mousy, a 5'11 junior, with the kill that time for St. Mary's. 9-2 Centennial. You have to score 15 to win, or at least be victorious by 2 points. Very much like in tennis. Of course, like in both sports, you have to have excellent hand-eye coordination. And you have to play defense. You have to play offense and defense in this sport. You can't just go one way. In fact, defense is probably more important than offense. A long dribble by the St. Mary's server. Centennial gets it across. There's a spot. What a crashing kill by Janae Henry. And Kelly Meyer will be serving. It's 9-2 Centennial. That was Monique Delgado serving the last time for St. Mary's of Stockton. Nice dig. Golden Hawks playing the defense. Good dig by St. Mary's. Delgado. There's a dink. The setup. Good defense by the back row of St. Mary's. Meyer with the dig. And there's the slam. Janae Henry with the kill for Centennial. 10-2. Kelly Meyer serving for the Golden Hawks. With more of a soft, flat serve to get the point. Just underneath the diving Lisa Dunning. That's the kind of serve that fools the other team. They're playing back and you hit it in front of them. This serve was deep. St. Mary's, the attempted kill is blocked out of bounds. It will be St. Mary's of Stockton's ball, with Centennial leading by the score of 10-2. So St. Mary's has to come a long ways back in game number 1 here, the best of 5. There's a dink by Henry. Stainer with the dig. Good defense employed by St. Mary's. There's Stainer with the dig. Brooke Witts. Hit is blocked. St. Mary's serving. Down in this first game. There's Slayton with the set. A nice dig by St. Mary's. This girl on the other side. Blocked by Meyer. Delgado. There's the Golden Hawks. A little confusion there, but they get it across the net. Definitely a team-oriented game. Blocked by Janae Henry at the net. I guess they're calling net against Centennial. So the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. Number 4 for them, I believe. Power hit by Brooke Witt of Centennial. But unfortunately, it goes out of bounds a little bit too deep. Now, it is Centennial's, so they call it good. It is Centennial's ball, and they're serving. That jump serve goes out of bounds this time for sure. And we have a timeout, I believe, on the court, or at least a rotation, as it will be St. Mary's serve. If they rotated a girl in. Number 14, Melody Hauser, 5'8 senior, doing the serving honors for St. Mary's in green and black. Low serve, just barely cleared the net. There's a kill. Kim Stainer, very effective from the left side for Centennial. And the Golden Hawks will be serving. Game 1, best of 5, State Division I Volleyball Championship. Left hand from the other side. It falls through, side out, to St. Mary's of Stockton, as Janae Henry couldn't quite get to it. And St. Mary's has it side out, and serving now, moving left to right. Allison Gustor doing honors for St. Mary's. There's a slam through by the Golden Hawks. Kelly Meyer, as she does so often with a number of kills. And Centennial is serving. Side out for the Golden Hawks. The left-hander with the dink for St. Mary's. Stainer going to the left side. And they're saying that it's too deep. And a side out. Now the point is for Centennial was hit by St. Mary's in a deep row. Centennial going for the game 1 victory. Blocked by Meyer for Centennial. There's a dig. Dink by Meyer. Defense by St. Mary's. And ball is knocked off of Janae Henry as she tries to make a diving stop. And a point goes to St. Mary's. St. Mary's of Stockton. Number 4 serving, Lisa Dunning. Henry going after that one and gets it across the net for Centennial. Great block on the far side by Jennifer Dobkin. For the Golden Hawks, serving will be Kim Stainer for Centennial. Best of 5 have to win 3 here in the State Division I Volleyball Championship. Their Stainer serve. Set up. Feel like the shot was either good or just out by St. Mary's of Stockton as they make a rotational change. Centennial doesn't make half as many changes as most teams they have played this year, staying at least throughout the playoffs with a senior-dominated lineup. So we're coming from the other side for St. Mary's. Kelly Meyer at the net refuses to let it come to her side, and it's side out for the Golden Hawks. Jennifer Dobkin serving for the Golden Hawks, a 5'9" senior setter. There's a block for the Golden Hawks, saved by Henry. Nice defense by St. Mary's. Great dig by Stainer for Centennial. Ball now played in the Golden Hawks side of the court. Kelly Meyer slams it through. Kelly Meyer, number 11, 6'1" senior for the Golden Hawks. And we have a timeout on the court. As Centennial wins game number 1, 15-4 over St. Mary's of Stockton. And you're watching the High School State Division I Volleyball Championship exclusively on Time Warner Cable, Channel 16.
The ravages of time. Just like paint, tape can oxidize. And oxygen is slowly eating away your most cherished family videos. A baby's first steps, first words, first birthday. These memories, once lost, can never be recovered. You can't stop time, but you can fight oxidation by duplicating your videos at Time Warner Productions. Our state-of-the-art repair and duplication services can help preserve your memories for future generations. Time Warner Productions, located at 3600 North Select Avenue in the Time Warner Cable Building.
We begin game number 2 of the State Division I Volleyball Championship match between Centennial of Bakersfield and St. Mary's of Stockton. Centennial winning game number 1, 15-4. Kim Stainer serving for the Golden Hawks in red and gold. St. Mary's in green and black. Nice dig by St. Mary's of Stockton. A play at the nets and a point for the Centennial Golden Hawks. 1-0 game number 2. Centennial dominating the first game, winning 15-4. They know it won't be quite as easy in games 2, 3, and on in the state finals. Great serve. Left-handed dink over the middle for St. Mary's. Great block for the team from Stockton. Dink by Kelly Meyer, it's blocked. Great dig by St. Mary's of Stockton, set up by Slayton. Meyer knocks it over, it's blocked again. Out of bounds, side out to St. Mary's. St. Mary's showing great defense on that last rally. And of course, to get this far, you have to play with outstanding defensive ability. If you don't play defense, you can't play offense. St. Mary's moving right to left. There's a dig by Janae Henry. Meyer, the spike. There's a set by Slayton. Witt from the other side. Blocked by Meyer. Side out to Centennial. That was a nice attempted spike by Shannon Stemler of St. Mary's of Stockton. There's Centennial serving. St. Mary's just over the outreach arm of Kelly Meyer and side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. So the Stockton team making their third straight appearance in the state final. They want one tonight. Of course, Centennial's making its third straight appearance in the state final. Slayton sets it. Now we come the other way. There's a dig by Janae Henry. Hit out of bounds by Centennial. Point for St. Mary's. As they continue to serve. Centennial was able to run up a couple of times 3 or 4 straight points off of serve, and that's how they got going. Janae Henry with the dig. Does an outstanding job on the back row. And the hit is out of bounds, and the second point for St. Mary's. So the Stockton team leading 2-1 in game number 2 of this best of 5. This time it hits the net. A costly mistake. Inside out to the Golden Hawks. Kelly Meyer will be serving. Slaps at it. Set up for the Stockton team. Blocked by the Golden Hawks. Stockton team. The setup on the far side. Great block by Brooke Witt of the Golden Hawks. And Kelly Meyer serving. 2-2. The dig by St. Mary's. I think off Centennial player and out of bounds. Not quite, though. Kelly Meyer still serving as the hit was too deep for St. Mary's of Stockton. Meyer slaps at it. That is a very easy serve. Dink across. Great save for the Golden Hawks. And it's slammed through. Janae Henry doing it for the Golden Hawks, and now 3-2 in favor of Centennial in game number 2. They captured the first one 15-4. There's a dig for St. Mary's. Blocked at the net. Slayton with a great play. It's under the net for Centennial. Reverse dig. Slayton sets. Whoa. So Janae Henry up high. Kind of has that hop step. 4-2 Golden Hawks here as we have a timeout on the court from Cal State Fullerton in the State Division I Volleyball Championship. Centennial won game number 1 15-4. They definitely would like to win game number 2. Incidentally, they haven't lost a game in the playoffs yet this year. They've swept all their opponents in the Central section and throughout the state. And they play in Division I. That's something that is very difficult to do. But they're feeling good right now. The Golden Hawks of Brooke Roberts liking this side of the court as they move left to right. They switch every other game in volleyball. As Centennial comes back to the court, ready for more action, leading 4-2. Kelly Meyer's done a great job for the Golden Hawks serving in the second game. He is most adept as a middle blocker. But like many of the players on the Golden Hawks team, they're very diversified. They can play all corners of the court. Blocked by Centennial. Knocked over by Slayton. Definitely a team game. Blocked at the net. Centennial keeps it alive. Henry knocks it over. There's a set. Blocked at the net. Bennett with the set. to Brooke Witt. Long rally here. There's a dink, and it falls through in favor of St. Mary's. So the Stockton team gets the serve back, trailing 4-2 in game number 2 of the best of 5. As they found a little spot in that Centennial defense there. There's Henry knocking it through. Great block in the back line for St. Mary's. Stainer with the save. Woo! Power hit, but it's out of bounds. It goes to St. Mary's. 4-3 in game number 2. I have a feeling this will be more competitive than the first game. But the Stockton school blows it on the serve for the second time in this match. They hit the net on the serve. And Centennial has it right back serving here. Brooke Witt, the jump serve. Knocks it through. And Centennial leads it 5-3. Does have a great jump serve, which you see quite a bit in beach volleyball, whether the 2-person or 4-person teams. There she goes again with the jump serve. Line drive. That goes from top to bottom. Block in net by Henry. Stainer knocks it over. Great defensive effort by Stainer and Centennial. Side out to St. Mary's of Stockton, trailing 5-3 in game number 2 of the best of 5 State Division I Volleyball Championship. Centennial won game number 1 15-4. And you have to win 3 out of 5. Both teams playing in their 3rd consecutive state final. Centennial in different divisions, Division 3, 2 last year, which they won in Division 1 this year. A great hit by Kim Stainer on the far side. Side out to the Golden Hawks. Elisa Bennett serving for Centennial. A consistent, solid performer for Brooke Roberts. High lob serve. A nice kill by St. Mary's. Shannon Stemler off the hand of Janae Henry. The side goes out to St. Mary's of Stockton. 5-3, they trail it. As game 2 looking very tough here in early going. Dig by Brooke Witt. Henry slams it through for Centennial. And the Golden Hawks will have the serve as Janae doing honors. Well, she just goes airborne when she serves it. Now going from left side, she has a jump serve. There's a set by Slayton and Kelly Meyer. Great dig by St. Mary's. Defensive specialist on that side. There's Stainer on the left side. But I believe she hits it out of bounds. Side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. So we've been stuck at 5-3 for a while here in game 2 of this Division I volleyball title match. Brooke Witt. The attempted kill by Meyer hits the net. And the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. So we have a close battle, 5-4. The Golden Hawks leading by 1 in game number 2. Action from Cal State Fullerton in Southern California. I'm Mark Heffernan. There's a serve. Set by Slayton. Stainer knocks it through. Side out to Centennial. And Kim will be serving for the Golden Hawks. Kim Stainer, number 7. 5'10 senior. Deep serve. Appears to be a little bit too deep. The side out goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. So 5-4. Stockton team within 1 of Centennial as they're serving her going right to left from Cal State Fullerton. Nice dig by Stainer and company. The other side. Deep once again. Of a tie game at 5-5 in game number 2. So the first one was won by Centennial 15-4 in this best of 5, and the second game has been much more competitive up to this point. Dink job saved by St. Mary's. Meyer with the save for Centennial. As St. Mary's keeps it alive. Shannon Stemler knocks it out of bounds for St. Mary's. Side out to Centennial. Serving Sarah Slayton, 5'9" senior setter. This is this side. It's knocked out of bounds. So positioning very important there. As Centennial leads at 6-5 in game number 2. Sarah Slayton, consistent senior for the Golden Hawks. The dig was from the top, and the side out goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. It kind of caught Sarah off guard. And number 22, Nanette Macy, will be serving for St. Mary's of 5'11" junior. Dig by Janae Henry. Meyer with the attempted kill is blocked at the net. And the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. Should have a 6-6 game here in number 2. This one has been very competitive. Champions don't die hard. Slayton with the set. Brooke Witt takes it over for Centennial. And the Golden Hawks come up with a side out. 6-6 game. Quick hit over. Stainer with the save for the Golden Hawks. Great defense by St. Mary's of Stockton to get it over. Elisa Bennett. Dink job to Janae Henry. And a point for the Golden Hawks. Great ones can tap it over, slam it over. It's 7-6 Centennial in game number 2. Meyer serving for the Golden Hawks. Number 12 with a great hit, Shannon Stemler for St. Mary's. Goes off the hand of Janae Henry. Side out to St. Mary's, down 7-6. The serve. Woo! What a great dig by St. Mary's. Another outstanding defensive effort by Stockton team, and it's 7-7. They're able to get the ball past Janae Henry. They even blocked one of her attempted kills. Timeout 7-7 in game number 2. Centennial won game number 1 15-4. This is the best of 5, and you don't want to go down 2 games to nothing because you'd have to win 3 in a row. Well, St. Mary's fighting with all that they have here in the second game of this best of 5. The Stockton team making their 3rd consecutive appearance in the state finals. They are hungry for a victory. Of course, it's so difficult to win a championship at any level. Centennial in their 3rd consecutive championship game. Losing in Division 3 2 years ago, winning Division 2 last year, and now they're in Division 1. They have won 4 straight Central Section titles, the Centennial team, in Division 4, 3, 2, and 1 respectively. They've actually won 3 consecutive league championships, 2 in a row in the South Dakota League, and this year in the Southwestern Assembly League. Honors, titles, you name it, for the Centennial Golden Hawks as they go on and on. This is a senior dominating team, and so next year it will be somewhat of a rebuilding unit for Brooke Roberts. But you know that she'll have a competitive team with club volleyball and things like that. She does have some younger girls coming up. 7-7 game number 2. Henry knocks it out on the far side. Point goes to St. Mary's. Here in game number 2. Slayton sets it up. Shot on the far side is good for Centennial. Side out for the Golden Hawks. Brooke Witt serving. Great serve. Centennial with point number 8 here. Puts a lot of spin on her serve, and it just drops. The top drops out of it once it gets over the net. So generally, the back row people have to dive, and it's very tough to dig in that situation. There's a set for St. Mary's. The tap over. Stainer to Slayton. To Janae Henry with that windmill type of slam. And a point. Number 9 for Centennial. Henry just uncorks it and slams it over the net. There's that jump serve by Witt. Tap over. And the attempted save by Centennial to no avail. Sarah Slayton. Side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. (9-7) in favor of Centennial. The Stockton team serving in game number 2. Slayton with the set to Kim Stainer. The great defense by St. Mary's. Knocked over. There's Bennett to Stainer. Great dig by the Stockton team. Slayton. A let hit against Centennial, and the point goes to St. Mary's. 9-8, game number 2. Great save by Witt. The tap over by Janae Henry. So the side out to the Centennial Golden Hawks, leading 9-8 in game number 2. Bennett serving. High soft serve. Blocked at the net, but not controlled by the Golden Hawks. And side out to St. Mary's. 9-8 in favor of Centennial. In game number 2, very competitive game. Witt to Slayton. Stainer on the far side. Blocked. St. Mary's keeps it alive. The tap over. Henry from this side. Blocked momentarily. Saved by St. Mary's. Deep roll save. There's Stainer. Great dig by St. Mary's. The high dig. Bennett. The set. Stainer off of Slayton. And the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. 9-9 game in number 2. Centennial won game number 1, 15-4. Witt with the dig. Henry at the tomahawk, blocked by St. Mary's. Stainer on the other side with a little dink. It's good. So the side out goes to the Golden Hawks. This game has gone back and forth. Janae Henry serving for Centennial. In game number 2, you have to get up to 15 points or win by at least 2. That tomahawk serve. The hit is out of bounds. Centennial with point number 10. 10-9 Golden Hawks. Janae Henry. Bound for USC. And St. Mary's knocks it through. Just pass of Allie Bennett. Lisa Bennett. Serving down 9-10. Great tap over the middle by number 9 for the Golden Hawks, Sarah Slayton. Side out to the Golden Hawks. The Centennial Golden Hawks in their 3rd straight finals appearance in volleyball. Blocked at the net by Slayton and Meyer. Set up to the far side to Witt. Blocked by St. Mary's. Blocked by Meyer momentarily, but she couldn't control it. Side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. 10-9 in game number 2 in rotation for St. Mary's. We're back into the game for St. Mary's as they keep their girls fresh in the 2nd game. Serve is out of bounds. Big break for Centennial. And serving will be number 9, Sarah Slayton. There we go with the serve. And the point for the Golden Hawks, point number 11. St. Mary's defense is playing back. So she kind of knocked it in front of them like you do in football. Going to the short pass underneath the defense. Apparently was a let hit by St. Mary's of Stockton. So Centennial picks up point number 12 here. A timeout on the court. Centennial 12, St. Mary's 9 in game number 2 of the State Division I Volleyball Championship from Cal State Fullerton. Centennial won game number 1 by the score of 15-4. Right there is Randy Roberts, who is Brooke Roberts' husband. Is also an assistant coach of the Centennial football team and a head baseball coach. So great family support at Centennial. They have a great crowd here tonight at Cal State Fullerton. In fact, they have more people for this championship than I saw in some of the matches that they had in Division II, the volleyball finals in Missouri over the weekend. CIS State Division I volleyball title match, as the Golden Hawks are going for the 2nd consecutive state championship and are first in Division I, where they will probably stay at with their population. Slayton serving for the Golden Hawks. Dig for St. Mary's, playing back away from the net. Blocked at the net by Witt. Goes out of bounds. And side out to St. Mary's. So St. Mary's hanging tough in game number 2. Monique Delgado serving for St. Mary's. Number 7. A loft type of serve to Slayton. Witt over the middle, knocks it a little bit too deep. It'll be 12-10 in favor of Centennial. Delgado continuing to serve and hits it out of bounds. That's about the 4th time in this match that a server for St. Mary's has knocked the serve out. Those are costly mistakes when you're down in a match. I don't think Centennial's done it once. Meyer serving for the Golden Hawks. Slayton, the dig. Nice high dig by St. Mary's. Stemler, Stainer with the dig for Centennial. Witt hits it over the net and out of bounds. And the point, side out, goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. They have 10. Danae Henry with a power kill over the outstretched arms of Monique Delgado. And Centennial will be serving here with 12 points to 10 for St. Mary's. And the serve goes out of bounds for Centennial. So a costly mistake for the Golden Hawks as we have rotation time for St. Mary's of Stockton. They rotate every time they have a serve. There's a deep serve, and definitely too deep, out of bounds. So the Butterflies getting to the St. Mary's team. A little bit too much adrenaline, possibly, as Elisa Bennett is serving for the Golden Hawks at 12-10. Set up. And Stemler with a great kill for St. Mary's. Side out to them as this match has been going back and forth. St. Mary's of Stockton serving down 13-11 in game number 2 against Centennial. Great block by the Stockton school. And that is point number 12 in the second game. Remember, Centennial won game number 1, 15-4. Timeout on the court. With a very competitive game number 2, this best of 5. The winner has to capture 3 out of 5 games. And St. Mary's doesn't want to go down 2 games to nothing and have to win 3 straight against this great Centennial Golden Hawks team coached by Brooke Roberts. So there is encouraging her team, making sure they're focused and ready to play this next point. Brooke is not a yeller or a screamer, as you can see. She's a teacher. She knows what her players can do. She's trying to let them know of their roles and what they need to do in this next series of points and how close they are to victory tonight. Trying to inspire them, keep them emotionally focused on what is at hand, and take care of business as they have all year long. The Centennial Golden Hawks have yet to lose a game here in the Central Section of State Playoffs. They have swept all their opponents as they come out to the court. With Witt, Kelly Meyer, Tim Stainer in the back row, Janae Henry, Sarah Slayton, Allie Bennett. Dig by Meyer, Stainer. The dig by St. Mary's of Stockton, and the miss hit. And Centennial will be serving ahead 13-12 in game number 2. Janae Henry doing honors for the Golden Hawks. Tomahawk serve, not as hard as usual. Tap over by St. Mary's. Slayton to Meyer, blocked at the net. Side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. It remains 13-12. Server from the right side for St. Mary's. Witt to Slayton to Stainer. Nice dig by St. Mary's. Left-handed tap to Witt, Slayton. Meyer, a little ding, side out to Centennial. The Golden Hawks once again serving. They had 13-12 in game number 2. And Kim Stainer, number 7, doing honors for Centennial. 2 more points to victory. Great serve, ball hit out of bounds. Centennial serving for game number 2 at 14-12. Have to win 3. Stainer serve. Nice tap job. Hit straight up in the air. Great save by Bennett. He knocks it over the middle. Keep it alive. Stainer to Slayton. Brooke Witt. The dig out of bounds by St. Mary's, and Centennial wins game number 2 of the State Division I Volleyball Championship, 15-12 over St. Mary's. They won game number 1, 15-4. And you're watching the State Division I Volleyball Championship exclusively on Time Warner Cable, Channel 16.
It's time to stock up on the sodas and popcorn because the Sight and Sound Review Marathon starts December 10th. This is your last chance to see all your favorite episodes, starting with the very first show. And when it's over, these shows are gone forever. But when the shows are gone, the fun begins with an all-new Sight and Sound Review starting January 14th. So stay tuned for the Sight and Sound Review Marathon starting December 10th. And don't miss the debut of the all-new, totally different Sight and Sound Review starting January 14th.
Tired of all the holiday shopping hassle, jumping from store to store? Well, great gift ideas could be in your own home. Home videos of your kids' birthdays, weddings, and family gatherings make great gifts for the relatives you rarely get to visit. Time Warner Productions makes copies of your videos from any format to any format. And for your friends overseas, Time Warner Productions can convert your tapes to their foreign format. Tape repair is also available. So forget about driving all around town for Christmas gifts. Call Time Warner Productions today, 322-1941.
Game 3 of the best-of-5 Division I Volleyball Championship match between St. Mary's of Stockton and Centennial of Bakersfield. The Golden Hawks winning game number 1, 15-4, and the second game, 15-12. Side out to Centennial here in game number 3. And there's the serve. St. Mary's of Stockton. The hit too deep. And Centennial scores first. Sarah Slayton doing honors. Serving from the right side for the Golden Hawks as they try to make it a clean sweep. This game should be competitive also, like it was in game 2. Tapped by Meyer. Knocked over by St. Mary's. Side out to the Stockton school. Down 0-1. And as they always do, the rotation by Dodd Pinkham, the head coach of St. Mary's, making their 3rd straight appearance in the finals, as are the Centennial Golden Hawks. Great dig by Stainer. St. Mary's keeps it alive. Blocked at the net by Meyer. And a hit just past Kim Stainer. And the serve goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. Dig by Centennial. Meyer, the slam. The dig out of bounds by Janae Henry. And St. Mary's collects a point. Down 2 games to nothing. They have to win 3 straight. Not an easy task. Henry with the dig. Great block over the middle by St. Mary's. And an attempted kill by Brooke Witt. So the Stockton school serving and leading. Stainer with the dig. Lisa Bennett slaps it over the net. Saved by Stockton. Bennett trying for the kill for the Golden Hawks. Brooke Witt, nice dig by St. Mary's. Great diving effort by Stainer. And the ball is not too deep by Centennial. Check that. Ball was knocked out of bounds. 2-1, St. Mary's. Side out to St. Mary's. And the Stockton School leads it 2-1 here in game number 3. The soft serve. Witt. And a great block, a great defensive effort by St. Mary's. Delgado serving for the Stockton School. Stainer. Slayton. Tap job by Centennial. No good. Janae Henry with a point for the Golden Hawks. Side out for them. Brooke Witt will be serving for Brooke Roberts' crew. Their usual jump serve. Great serve. But St. Mary's keeps it alive. Slayton. Stainer blocked. Retrieved by Henry. There's Janae. Slayton. Led against Centennial. And the point to St. Mary's of Stockton. They're serving to the Golden Hawks. Stainer. Out of bounds, side out to Centennial. Elisa Bennett serving for the Golden Hawks. High serve. Game number 3 of this Division I volleyball state final. Great save for Centennial. And the Golden Hawks pick up the point. Elisa Bennett serving after a nice slam by Centennial. Dink job. St. Mary's keeps it alive. Centennial continuing to serve. Point number 3 here, game number 3. And St. Mary's somewhat flustered on that particular play as they knock it out of bounds. And the Golden Hawks still serving against St. Mary's. A little tap. Saved by Bennett. Stainer. Delgado with the save for St. Mary's. And the side out goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. Stockton School down 2-0 here and have to win 3 straight. They've lost 15-4 and 15-12 this evening. Slayton to Henry. Off of everybody's hands. Side out to Centennial. The Golden Hawks smelling victory, smelling a sweep. Soft serve. It's set up. Blocked by the Golden Hawks. Bennett with a great save. To Henry. To Witt. And she knocks it through for the kill. The Centennial Golden Hawks getting closer and closer to victory. Not only in game 3, but in this match. Off of Bennett's hands, out of bounds. Side out to St. Mary's. Well, 15-4, the first game was virtually all Centennial. The second one was very competitive, with the Golden Hawks winning 15-12. They served at 13-12. And actually, the match went back and forth quite a bit. There were some tremendous rallies in game number 2. And this third game also has been very close from the outset. A lot of side outs. Centennial tries to keep it alive, but to no avail. And a point goes to St. Mary's. trying to find the soft spots in the Centennial defense. Henry with a great save for the Golden Hawks. The knock through by St. Mary's of Stockton. Shannon Stemler. Stockton School continuing on in game number 3. There's Meyer. Great block. Big over. Meyer with the back. Stockton School. Attempted kill. Saved by Janae Henry. To Brooke Witt. St. Mary's says she knocked it too long. Side out to St. Mary's. Serving for the Stockton School, Lisa Dunning, 5'8" senior. A line drive type of serve. And knocked out of bounds by Centennial. St. Mary's with the lead here early on in game number 3. Dunning hits this one out of bounds. Trying to hit that coffin corner in the Centennial defense. Sarah Slayton serving honors for Centennial. Dunning blocked at the net by Meyer. Stainer, Slayton. Centennial keeping it alive to Brooke Witt. Great dig by St. Mary's. Dig over the net. Henry. There's Meyer for the kill. The Golden Hawks with point number 6 this evening in game number 3. They won the first two, 15-4 and 15-12 respectively. Slayton with the set to Brooke Witt. Too far on the other side. The side goes out to St. Mary's. So games 2 and 3 have been very competitive, extremely close tonight. As you would expect from a State Division I volleyball championship, from 2 teams that have been to the finals 3 consecutive years. Nobody wants to lose. These schools are not concerned with the second place finish. They've come too far. And especially for St. Mary's, they have yet to win a state title, and they've been there more than once. Set up for Bennett, blocked at the net. Another block by Meyer. Slayton. Julie Meyer with a deep hit for Centennial. Side out for the Golden Hawks with Kelly Meyer serving. Julie is only a sophomore, 5'10". Very good match against BHS in the Central Section Championship. There she is setting it up. Tap over by Janae Henry. And a block by Janae Henry right over the middle. Centennial with point number 7. Kelly Meyer serving. Have a low line drive. And a dig out of bounds against St. Mary's. Those are the tough ones to handle. And you have to go down to the court and reach out for the ball. Meyer finding the right spots in that St. Mary's defense. Another point for the Golden Hawks. Timeout on the court. Centennial leading in game number 3 of the State Division I Volleyball Championship over St. Mary's. The Golden Hawks winning game number 1, 15-4, number 2, 15-12. And as usual, Centennial golden for the sweep. They're looking for the broom now. They have yet to lose a game here in the Central Section or State Volleyball Championships this year. They would like to punctuate this championship with a sweep. I think at this point, they're not just looking for the title. They're looking to win in dominating fashion as they have all year long. Some teams don't settle for the 1-0 victory. They want to win by 12-0, hitting 2 grand slams in a game like in baseball. And that's what Centennial is going for. They feel they have the killer instinct, and they're trying to prove it tonight from Cal State Fullerton. Kelly Meyer serving for the Golden Hawks with Brooke Roberts. as they're getting ever so close to another victory. These state titles don't come along very often. When you can win 2 in a row, that's definitely awesome. It's fantastic. Have to have so many right ingredients. Great block in the net by St. Mary's. And a side out to the team from Stockton. Rotation for St. Mary's. Massey goes out of the match. St. Mary's serving now. Great save by Meyer. Janae Henry with a little dink. Stockton still keeps it alive. Meyer to Julie Meyer. And hits it deep on the far side. And the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. As they try to stay alive here in the best of 5 Division I Volleyball Championship. Janae Henry, great block by St. Mary's. Whoa, power hit by number 4 Lisa Dunning. And a point for St. Mary's. Have a 9-9 score here in game number 3. Stainer with the dig to Slayton. Setting up Henry, block at the net. Centennial keeps it alive. Henry knocks it over. Dunning, tap, saved by Stainer. Slayton to Julie Meyer, blocked at the net. Stainer keeps it alive. Let ball, and point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. A 1-point cushion. Delgado serving. Delgado has been hot serving tonight for St. Mary's of Stockton. Finds that right side to Stainer to Sarah Slayton. Defensive effort. And the point goes to St. Mary's of Stockton. They want to keep it alive in game number 3. They've lost 15-4 and 15-12. They're within a point in game number 2 at 13-12. Timeout, St. Mary's of Stockton. And they're definitely pumped up as Brooke Roberts goes over to talk to one of the officials. Centennial wants a sweep. Here in game number 3, they've yet to lose a game this year. And to play off Central Section or in the state, that means they have won 1, 2, 3 over all their opponents, which is absolutely marvelous. Very hard to keep that concentration against great opponents, game in and game out. And in some of the matches, Centennial has been down late in their games. They've been down like 14-10, 14-11 when the other team had the serve. They've come up with some great defensive plays and then won on the serve going out. So you never have this team beat until the very end. Delgado has been very hot serving for St. Mary's in this 3rd game. The lofted serve to Janae Henry. She slaps it through, side out to Centennial. So the Golden Hawks. They want to win it right here in game number 3. They want to win in dominating fashion. Brooke Witt with the serve for the Golden Hawks. Far side. Slammed through by St. Mary's as they want the ball back. Centennial had it for only 1 serve. St. Mary's thinking victory in game number 3. Witt to Slayton to Stainer. It's too deep. And a point for St. Mary's of Stockton. They're getting closer here in game number 3. But it's not over till it's over. 12-9. St. Mary's leading. Centennial is down. St. Mary's within 3 points of victory in game number 3. And the Golden Hawks come off the court and claim victory right here. Slayton sets up. The tap for Henry. Great block. And the point for St. Mary's. Getting into rhythm a little bit here in game number 3. This has been the best game they have played tonight. Timeout on the court. St. Mary's of Stockton leading 13-9 with the Centennial Golden Hawks in the State Division I volleyball match. It is all for the marbles, the state championship on Time Warner Cable Channel 16. The Golden Hawks find themselves down 13-9 by 4 points. And St. Mary's has the serve. Remember, you only need 15 points to win a particular game, and you have to win by 2, so Centennial in somewhat of dire straits here in the third game, but they've been there before. They know it takes 15 to win, and you have to be victorious by at least 2. They've been a little bit off in this game, a little bit out of position on defense, but I'll tell you what, St. Mary's has done a great defensive job here in game 3. They've been very quick to the ball. Their footwork has been excellent, despite the fact they've been down 2-0. They haven't given up. They're playing with their hearts right now. And as I said, volleyball is a game of emotion and momentum. If St. Mary's can capture this game, who knows what can happen. 13-9, they lead it. Meyer. The setup. Great block by Centennial. Meyer and Henry. It'll be side out for the Golden Hawks. Elisa Bennett serving for the Golden Hawks, 5'11" senior. As they are down 13-9, game number 3. Taking her time. Centennial trying to remain focused in game number 3. They know what they have to do. It's just a matter of doing it, executing. They haven't executed that well yet in the third game. Deep dig. Side out to Stockton St. Mary's as they lead at 13-9 in game number 3 of the State Division I Volleyball Championship over the Centennial Golden Hawks. Centennial needs to refocus in this game. They have been outplayed by Stockton St. Mary's, but it's not over till it's over. As the Stockton school is serving here in the latter stages of game number 3. And has served too deep, a critical mistake for Stockton St. Mary's. Can't give these Golden Hawks an opportunity like that. They will take advantage of that opportunity and that miscue. Serve for Centennial. Dig at Bennett to Slayton. The tap over. Save for Stockton St. Mary's. Blocked at the net by Meyer. Side out to Centennial. Janae Henry serving for the Golden Hawks. Soft tomahawk serve. Great block by Meyer for Centennial. Almost looked like a double hit against Stockton St. Mary's, and yes, it was. As Centennial scores its 10th points of the match, timeout on the court. Stockton St. Mary's 13 and Centennial 10. Centennial needs 15 points to win, or you have to win by at least 2 points. It can go 20-18. Brick Roberts talking to her team, telling them to remain calm, focused, intent on the purpose. They know what they have to do. Telling the girls, don't get down. 13-10 here in game number 3. Centennial winning game number 1, 15-4. And having a tough time in the second game, 15-12, and also in this one, down 13-10. Henry serving. This is the way it should be, though, the state finals. Stockton setting up, dink job. Save for the Golden Hawks. Great defensive effort by Stockton St. Mary's. A slam by Meyer, Kelly Meyer. Centennial with point number 11. Leah Smith in the game for the Centennial Golden Hawks, 5'8" sophomore. The Brick has used Julie Meyer and Leah Smith, a couple of sophomores here. Good serve. Tap job. The entire Centennial team going after with the save. Block at the net. And out of bounds. Goes to the Golden Hawks. Henry still serving. Taps it in between the defense. Centennial coming back here in game number 3. 13 all. Janae Henry serving. As they're getting really excited on the Centennial bench, smelling that victory. They know they're close, very close. 3 consecutive points. Dig by Delgado. Goes off of Bennett's hands and out of bounds, side out to St. Mary's of Stockton. They're in a position to serve for the match with a couple of points needed. Have a tie game at 13 all. Who will be better down the stretch? Who will be better down the clutch? Stockton St. Mary's or Centennial Bakersfield? Soft serve. And a let hit against Janae Henry. The point for Stockton St. Mary's. And guess what? They are serving for the match as we have a timeout. Actually serving for the game. Down 2-0 and leading 14-13. Remember in the last game, it was 13-12 in favor of Centennial before they won it. So the last 2 games have been very tight here from Cal State Fullerton. With Stockton St. Mary's leading 14-13. Stockton St. Mary's within verge of winning game number 3 of this best-of-5 State Division I Volleyball Championship against Centennial High School of Bakersfield. Centennial capturing game number 1 15-4 and the second game 15-12. Stockton trying to stay alive with a win in game number 3. Centennial wants to come from behind and sweep this thing and win a second straight state title. Stockton St. Mary's serving. Golden Hawks. Little confusion on the side of Stockton St. Mary's. Side out to Centennial. Kim Stainer serving for the Golden Hawks. Down 13-14. What a match. Deep serve. The dig by Stockton. Tapped by Bennett. Brooke Witt. Nice dig by St. Mary's School. Kelly Meyer slams it over. It'll be Centennial serve when we come back. Right here, a timeout on the court. 14-13. St. Mary's in game number 3 of this best-of-5 on Time Warner Cable Channel 16. I'm Mark Heffernan. What a great match we've had tonight. With Centennial dominating game number 1, winning 15-4. They had a number of outstanding runs. Game 2 was very tight. The Golden Hawks being victorious 15-12, leading 13-12 with a couple of points there at the end. This has been tight all the way, game number 3. Centennial has yet to lose a game here at the playoffs. Deep serve. Stockton St. Mary's keeping it alive. Bennett. Slam through. And a side out to Stockton St. Mary's. Lisa Dunning serving for the St. Mary's School. Henry. Meyer, great block by St. Mary's. Bennett. Brooke Witt. Dig on the deep side for Stockton St. Mary's. Stainer can't quite get to it. And St. Mary's leads it at this point. 15-14. Stainer with the dig. Brooke Witt. Stockton keeps it alive. Janae Henry. Tap over by Slayton. It is deep. Side out to Centennial. The Golden Hawks. Sarah Slayton serving. Tap serve. Dunning. Tap over. Witt. Dig over the net. Stockton St. Mary's. The tap. Great play by Janae Henry. Stockton St. Mary's keeps it alive. Dunning. Play at the net. Dink job. Great defensive play by both teams. Great effort by Janae Henry. Knocked out of bounds. Side out to Stockton St. Mary's. As they do their normal rotation here, Stockton St. Mary's coached by Dodd Pinkham, and the Centennial Golden Hawks coached by Brooke Roberts. St. Mary's School. A bad serve hits the net. And the Centennial Golden Hawks have the serve. Side out to Centennial. You have to win by 2 in volleyball. Side out to Stockton St. Mary's. Goes off a Centennial player. St. Mary's of Stockton serving against the Golden Hawks of Centennial in game number 3 of the State Division I Volleyball Championship. As Stockton St. Mary's tries to keep it alive against the Golden Hawks. Henry, great save by Stockton. This time to no avail. Side out to the Centennial Golden Hawks. Brooke Witt serving for Centennial. The Golden Hawks want to sweep here in game number 3. Stockton wants to stay alive. The ball appears to be knocked out, but apparently goes off the hand of a Centennial Golden Hawk. Side out to Stockton St. Mary's. Bennett to Slayton. Kim Stainer taps it across. Great save by Stockton St. Mary's. Doing some trickery there. Slayton to Stainer. It looks like a kill, but apparently she hit the net on the spike kill attempt. And the point goes to Stockton St. Mary's. St. Mary's School serving. Apparently there was some discussion at the net as to what the call was all about. Stockton St. Mary's serving against the Golden Hawks of Centennial. Renee Henry. The attempted slam saved by Stockton St. Mary's. We come the other way. Brooke Witt with a great save. The ball is hit too deep by Stockton St. Mary's. Allie Bennett. Elisa Bennett serving for Centennial. Kim Stainer replaces Leah Smith in the lineup for Centennial. Leah Smith, a sophomore, 5'8", along with Julie Meyer, another sophomore, has played tonight for the Centennial Golden Hawks. Nice slam for Stockton St. Mary's. Side out for them. (16-15). Stockton St. Mary's. Meyer to Henry. Great save for Stockton St. Mary's. An excellent defensive team. I think the best that Centennial has faced this year. Just Kim Stainer. It is blocked. Come the other way. What a save by Kelly Meyer, playing the back row. Stainer falls through. Side out to the Golden Hawks. Janae Henry serving for Centennial. Henry's tomahawk serve. Almost a double hit. And there's the unforced error. And it's now 16-16. Remember, Centennial has to win by 2. Either team has to win by 2. Janae Henry serving for the Golden Hawks. To that miss hit by Stockton St. Mary's. Stainer to Slayton to Meyer for the slam. Or the kill, whichever you prefer. Centennial within 1 point of victory as they lead at 17-16 from Cal State Fullerton. Janae Henry with the serve, taking her time as they smell victory. Taps it over the net. Deep serve. There's the setup. Great play by Bennett to Stainer. Blocked by Stockton St. Mary's to the other side. And the kill by Kelly Meyer. The victory goes to Centennial High School. A 3-game sweep. 15-4, 15-12, and 18-16. The second consecutive state volleyball championship What a happy moment. What an emotional moment for Centennial High School with this great team. Third straight trip to the finals and their second consecutive victory. Last year in Division II, this year in Division I. What a great moment for the seniors on this club who have played in this program for 4 years under Brooke Roberts. What a fantastic moment for her. Once again, the final score, Centennial 15-4, 15-12, and 18-16 over Stockton St. Mary's. Brooke Roberts victorious against Dodd Pinkham, the head coach of Stockton St. Mary's. You've been watching the State Division I Volleyball Championship exclusively on Time Warner Cable, Channel 16.